Alright everybody, start of part 2 on Shin Ultraman. Right here you can see I got him together except for his arms. I got to go over this a couple times to make sure everything looks good. I lightly sanded it and cleaned up the putty with some water and Q-tips because I used a perfect plastic putty, and it looks pretty good. I got his arms right there. They're all been cleaned up. But I'm going to double check everything before I get back on Ultraman. Here's the little base that it comes with, which is cool. This is supposed to be a set of trees, but I'll see what I can do to make these look a little bit better. There's a little house right here, which is cool. It's got some two doors there, some windows right up there on the left side you can see, and then I got some windows on the back side. I want to light that up, have them flicker like they're losing power. That goes right there. Tower that goes right here, it's right here on the instructions. I'm going to try to get that lit up in a few areas, and that's about all I'm going to do with the kit. The house, I'm going to have it like flicker like it's losing power. Ultraman's eyes will light up, and then maybe I'll have this tower somehow flicker. It's going to look pretty cool. I'm going to use this base, or maybe something else, because this base that he comes with is really small, and I'll have to see what I have up in the attic or use this. I just picked this base up from Michael's, it's the craft store. Got two of them, but I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But I'll be getting back on Ultraman here, checking him over and his arms, and get him prepped and ready for some primer. That's what I got going on my bench today. We'll get back on Shin Ultraman, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, another update on Shin Ultraman. I've been working on and off with him for the last couple of weeks. My biggest challenge was with his arms and hands, and it's starting to slowly take shape. You can see right there, I still have to do some more work on his wrist there and his hand. I've been constantly sanding and primering and using putty on his hands and areas of his arm, and that's been holding me back from taking it any further, like getting it ready for some paint. Same with his other hand here. You can see I need a little more work to take care of his hand, his palm there, and around his wrist, some areas around his arm that I'll have to work on. It's just been slowing me down. Ultraman himself doesn't look too bad. I still need to do a little bit more work and primer him, and you know, add more primer and do a little more sanding. It's just been a big challenge with getting him to look pretty decent before I add any paint. I did work on the base. I did paint the little hut here. It turned out pretty good. I just primered it, but it's ready for some paint, at least with that. The base, I hit it with a couple heavy coats of primer. I squared off the base here and over here, and I added more detail. I put a couple stones and a stone over here, as you can see, just to try to square that part off, because it was the way that it was designed. I can show the bottom part of it. I don't know why they didn't square it off, but you can see where I added some plastic there, and then I just added a little more detail on top with the stones. It's looking good. I ordered a handheld sander. I won't get it till probably next week to maybe work on his hands, and I've been using 320 grit and 600 grit sandpaper on his arms and hands, but it's a big challenge of cleaning them up. It's typical for figure kits when you got seam work to do, and like I said with Shin, he's looking pretty good, but I still need to do some work before I get ready to paint him. Same with the arms. Keeping my fingers crossed. I really want to airbrush him because it'll look better to do it with an airbrush. The hands and arms, now that's another question, whether I can airbrush that or his arms or not, or use a paintbrush. Goes either way with figure kits. But I haven't posted for a while. I'm going to post this probably today. This is Monday, March 10th. I could probably focus more on the base and get that painted and out of the way. But that's what I got going on my bench with Shin Ultraman. I have been working a lot on cleaning him up with the seams, with putty and primer and sanding them, and it's just been taking a lot of time. But it's getting there slowly. So I'm going to go ahead and call this a wrap for part 2 on Shin Ultraman. I'll be posting probably sometime today on my YouTube channel. Be safe out there, and I'll talk with everybody later.